Yes, I know there are a lot of pairings.
Or things that make things that people interpret in their head.
No. Is there anything ever snuck in to kind of make the little yaoi fangirls go, ooh, right? No. Now, if you go to a show like Oron, or there's plenty of that. But and there are plenty of other shows, where that kind of stuff occasionally gets thrown in. But those are usually comedy shows. They're usually shows that you do something like that for the sake of it being funny. But with something like Full Metal, no. Because the original creators of the show don't intend for there to be any pairing. That's something, that different fans do. So, no, there wouldn't be any of that actually in the show, no. And I can promise you, I'm speaking as Edward Elric, Ed likes girls. He just doesn't know it yet. He's a little preoccupied with the whole Philosopher's Stone thing and getting his brother's body back, stuff like that. But, toward the end of Brotherhood, he made his move. You know what I'm talking about. He made his move. Yeah. He's having a little win reaction, I think. Question. Yes, sweetheart. You made me a car? Is it a Lamborghini? Does it drive fast? Can I see your card? Will you bring it? Thank you, sweetie. You made me a card? Oh, honey, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you. What's your name? Rebecca, you're very sweet. Thank you. I will look at it privately. Later. Questione. Hi, sweetie. Yes. I thought you were going to spontaneously combust. There's little bits of maid all over the room. Don't do that. You are adorable. What's your name? Sorry?
Taya, T-E-Y-A.
Oh, that's beautiful. Taya, what's your question, baby?
Okay, so, it's hard for me to ask.
You're not going to ask me to serve you. Well, you get it, right? She's dressed as a maid. I was making a joke. The parents in the room are like, come on, we're going, we're leaving. This guy's a pervert. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to be fun. Taya, what is your question?
In the future, will you be working with Monica Real?
I love Monica.
I do too.
You want to know something about Monica? Do you know what's happening this weekend? Can I tell you how much I love you guys? If you didn't know before, you're about to know. You know what's going on this weekend? In Los Angeles, where I live? Anime Expo. The largest anime convention in this country. 40,000. They invited me this year. But I'm here. And I'm like, I can't be there. I'm gonna be in Minneapolis. And they're like, come on, Minneapolis, that's Los Angeles. I'm like, yeah, but too bad. But Monica is in Los Angeles this weekend at Anime Expo. So, I agree. Minneapolis. Stupid Los Angeles. Oh, Taya, I am so hugging you. Come on through here. Who's got a question? Who's got another question? Is there a guy that's got a question? Come on, brother. Give me some man love. Come on. No, wait, not that kind. Come here. What's your question? I'm not afraid. People are like, oh, Vic Mignogna's homophobic. Yeah. What's your name? Mike. What's your question, sir?
So, what are your thoughts as far the abridging community online as far as people doing full no messing from this bridge?
You know what I think about that? God bless you. Here's what I think about that. When I was 12 years old and 13 years old, things that I had a passion for, I would do stuff like to express my love for something. For me personally, it was like Star Trek and Star Wars. I would make uniforms, I would go to conventions, I would record my own little episodes, I would build stupid little cardboard sets in the backyard, I would dress my friends up like Mr. Spock. I would make my own little movies to express my love of something. In my opinion, that's what abridged series and fan fictions are. That's people who love something and they want to express it in some way. And you know what? I have no problem with that. And I know sometime I've heard some of the fun jokes, and that's fine. I have no problem with the. In fact, I know several people that work on some of the abridged series, and pardon me. Yeah, and they, you know, and what's funny is that some of them think that when the first time I ever met them, they were afraid that I was going to be like, "Hey, you're a jerk," you know, or that I was going to, you know, that I was going to come down on them somehow, or diss them for what they were doing. But not at all. They were kind of surprised to know that I, you know, thought what they did was funny and go for it. You know, if you guys, let me encourage you real quick. All of you guys have a talent of some sort. Or many, like this gentleman. You may not even know what it is yet, but you have something that you have been given a natural gift for. Maybe it's writing, maybe it's singing, maybe it's art, maybe it's acting, maybe it's making amazing costumes, maybe it's makeup, maybe it could be anything. But maybe it's video editing, maybe could be, you know, who knows. But you have these gifts, and I encourage all of you to exercise those gifts. Don't exercise them because you think you're going to be a star. Don't exercise them because somebody pays you. Just do it because you love it. And there's nothing more gratifying than to be able to do something that you love, express your love for something through your gifts. So I encourage all of you to do that, and you have my complete support in that. Yes, sweetheart?
Have you ever read fan fictions of the show you've been on?
I tried. I've tried. They take some interesting turns, if you know what I mean. Let me say this to you guys, and I'm glad you asked me that, because that brings up something else that it gives me a chance to say. I may not do what you do. I may not be into the same thing that you're into, but that's cool, right? That's called tolerance. You know what I mean? There are probably things that I love that you don't really, I'm not really that into. Well, that doesn't mean you're gonna give me a hard time about it, or you're gonna trash me because you don't like what I like, and I'm not gonna do that either. I may not be into certain types of genres of things, and I may not really, read a lot of fan fiction, but just because it's not my thing doesn't mean that it can't be your thing. And just because it's not my thing doesn't mean that I don't encourage and support you guys to write. If you're a writer, write stuff. I completely support that. So even though I don't even have the chance to watch many of the shows that I'm in. I know, isn't that sad? I have one of those, those DVD holders that you can buy, the IKEA kind that you put together that are about this tall, and they have 4 sides, and they hold like 470 DVDs, and they rotate on their base. I bought one and I built it, and it is packed to capacity with shows that I've done, and 85% of them, 90% of them are still in the plastic wrap. Because I don't have any time to watch them. I can literally, of the 100, 200 plus projects that I've worked on, I can probably count on 2 hands the number of shows that I've actually seen in their entirety, because I just don't get the chance to watch them much. But just because I don't doesn't mean that, just because I don't have time to look at stuff or read stuff all the time, doesn't mean that I don't encourage you guys to do it. So please do it. Yes. Hi.
I was wondering what your favorite rant was from Ed.
My favorite rant? Do you have a favorite?
I like the short rants. Yeah.
Well, yeah, do you have a favorite short rant? That's pretty much what he rants about all the time. Which, yeah, I kind of like all of them. I know that they're okay. Well, let's see. I want to make sure I have a voice for tomorrow, okay, and Sunday. So I don't want to do too much yelling stuff, because then tomorrow I'll sound like this, and that won't be fun at all. You'll be like, do Kakarot. I'll be like, I can't. Do a short rant, I can't. But I know that there are several. There's one rant. I wouldn't even call it a rant, but there's one little thing that I love that Ed did in episode 13, Full Metal versus Flame. I know it's really stupid, and I know it's really short, but I just really like it. And I know you've probably even seen it on videos somewhere on YouTube, but that doesn't mean that it's any less true here. This is one of my favorite things. They were getting ready to fight, and Ed was out on the field with Al, and Ed says, "This is a great day, Al. The day when I can punch Mustang's face and get some damn respect." And Al goes, "What's your strategy, brother?" And Ed goes, "I told you! A fist in his face!" So even though that's not a short rant, that's one of my favorites. Yes? Besides Ed, what is my favorite character in Full Metal? Alphonse. I love that little guy. Big guy. You know what I loved? You know what I really loved about Al? I'm an only child. Well, I don't know if that's a bad thing. What was that? Aww. You poor deprived human. No, you know what? But to be honest with you, I mean, well, I think there are probably advantages and disadvantages to having siblings or being an only child. There are good things and bad things about it. But ever since I was young and throughout my growing up years, I remember thinking, if I could have a sibling, if I could choose a sibling, I would choose a little brother. That would be what I would want the most if I could choose. Little sister, sure. Older sister, sure. Older brother, sure. But little brother, that would be my choice. So to get to play a character who has a younger brother who he loves so much and wants to protect, I really enjoyed that part of Edward. Bless you. Bless you. You sound like a puppy. That's adorable. Yes, sir.
I actually have something for you.
You have something for me. I do. I love these, dude.
Thank you.
Oh. And he wanted to squeeze the crap out of me. He said, "Well, mission accomplished on both fronts." Oh, you guys, who has not had high chew in here? Get out! Get out! You have never had who? You? Have you not had high chew? Here, have one. You guys? You'll forgive me, right? You'll forgive me if I share them. This is how I continue to fit into my jeans. When people give me candy and chocolates. I had to save one for me. Wait a minute, who got a green one? You want to trade? Let's trade. You, green. Oh, sour apple, dude. These are the awesome. Okay, who's, question? Yes, you, baby.